The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Does anyone actually know what's going on here?
I literally have no idea.
Help.
We're 20 whatever.
Dear Media IRL is back, and we're showing up bigger, better, and louder than ever. Join us on May 4th in Austin, Texas for the ultimate live podcasting experience. Watch and learn from your favorite Dear Media hosts as they bring their insightful discussions from your headphones to the stage. Get ready to be inspired, entertained, and watch audio get a makeover. Tickets are on sale now at dearmedia.com/IRL. See you on May 4th in Austin, Texas.
Hi.
Hey.
And hello.
And welcome back to another episode of 20 Whatever. Happy Wednesday. I am joined here on the couch by Ms. Riayn Christina and Ms. Jessica. Sierra has officially started her maternity leave, so let's send her some well wishes.
Woo. Oh, honestly, I thought you were going to say, let's all give her a round of applause.
A woo or something. And you know what? Let's all collectively give her a woo because
she
Ms. Ma'am.
And you know what? And she successfully had a great birth. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone's healthy. Baby is healthy and cute as hell, might I add.
She is so cute.
Gorgeous.
We got to meet her today, you guys.
Gorgeous.
So, oh my God, sending all of our love and well wishes.
Yes.
Now that I have your attention, I would just like to, before we get into it,
right.
And I feel so compelled and called to speak about this because ever since I walked into the office today, we have not stopped hearing about Ms. JoJo Siwa, and that is karma. Every 5 seconds, you'll catch a girl. Karma's a bitch. I should have known better.
Yeah.
So, we all have been talking about Ms. JoJo Siwa, and number one, as always, JoJo, have you learned nothing?
JoJo,
have you learned nothing?
But also, have you learned nothing?
JoJo, I think that she is in her Debbie Ryan era with and this is the craziest thing we've ever done. And
in my generation, no one's ever done what I've done. I invented gay pop.
Unstoppable, never been done before. Actually, that's not how she sounds. She's like, yeah, totally. And I don't want to make fun of her because that's how she like actually talks and like the energy she gives.
Right, but it is,
But the Elvis call out too.
I was like, oof. Also, not the person to be comparing yourself to, girl. Also, incorrect.
I have made the change. Nobody has done it like me. Not to bring him up, but it kind of just like gives like Trumpy inflections. Like it's very like
no one loves women more than me. And listen, no, you're wrong. Wrong. Dude, it's giving that.
Dude, you in that impression is so funny. But Miss JoJo Siwa, I mean, she's definitely giving us something to talk about. So
she knows what she's doing. Let's not act like she's not doing this on purpose.
Absolutely.
So let's talk theories.
Oh, I'm into it.
My favorite thing to do.
Literally.
Let's talk about this situation in any different way.
My theory is that Rolling Stones article that came out talking about OMG Pop.
Oh, yes.
One of the dancers
Yes.
Was being forced to dance after like a major, I think, spinal surgery. It's very Googleable.
Google is free.
Google is free. At a cost.
Yeah, right.
Just a lot of very similar Abby Lee Miller-esque allegations of treatment for the dance studio.
Yes, from JoJo.
Promises of fame.
And her mom.
And I think whether or not this had been in the works for a while, I think it was a PR-motivated move.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
To be like, and pay attention, look over here.
Definitely. I definitely think the drama of like, I invented gay music, I'm the first gay to ever live life, like that energy, she's not stupid.
No.
Like, you know, like the celebrities, especially child celebrities, she's not a child anymore, but she was, obviously, as we all are. She's been here. She's been in the industry. And here's the thing too, I think like her and, well, honestly, I think she is at this point the most famous person from Dance Moms now. I think she's more famous than Maddie.
Yeah,
now
I definitely.
There was a point where that obviously wasn't the tea, but
agreed.
Now it's JoJo Siwa.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, she is that. She is the Dance Moms girl.
I completely agree, and like, let's be honest. I'm like, yes, she's a dancer, and like, I don't know anything about like that world of like serious intense dancing, so I don't want to be like, she's not a serious dancer because she spent so many hours at that studio.
She is a technical, talented dancer. She's a dancer.
And from what I've been seeing on the internet, they're just like really like, she's very like tricks, because you know how like you have like different types of dancers, and that's so true. Like when you go to auditions, there are different types of dancers. You have people that like study a specific technique, they have theatrical, or they're like tricks and they come out for tricks. And when you're at auditions, they do ask you, can anybody here do tricks? And then guess what? Everyone starts like fucking doing backflips into a batma, like kick your face, do the craziest thing you could think of now and book me and drop it.
Do a quadruple pirouette. And
I mean, that's kind of what you said that you did, like for the In the Heights auditions. Remember, you were like, I was like, all right, it's time for the judges, so now I'm gonna just drop it. Like I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I mean, you only have, and that's what you're saying about JoJo is like, right? She dances as if she literally only has 15 seconds to show people everything she can do. When like you don't, she's like, let me do 45 backflips, 15 seconds of like getting really hype and like doing crazy shit. That's how she dances for like a full 3 minutes like dance. And we're like, girly, we don't have to do that. And I watched this dance teacher on TikTok talk about like her job is to literally like judge competitive dancing, and like that's what she does, and she's not being mean. Obviously she had to do a whole disclaimer because people are always
I'm not bullying her, I'm being technical.
Yes, like this is my job.
This is my job to actually critique and give notes on technique.
Yes. And so she was like saying all of that, and she was like, JoJo's a good dancer, but it's like she dances, she doesn't have any what does she say? There's no plot. There's no story. Like, it's all just like, this is the catalyst of the situation. Like, if she's telling a story, she's just telling you, like, the most intense part of the story, but not telling you the lead up to the story, how it resolved, like, any of that. And she does that with her dancing.
Well, there's, like, no dynamic.
There. That.
And also, if, calling on my own ADHD brain, if every single thing is urgent, then nothing is.
Right.
So, if it's all here, at a certain point, that plateaus.
Yeah. And as a dancer, everything's just like big. And there's nothing wrong with big, baby. I know, give it to us.
Right.
But like with perhaps thought, I guess, is just kind of like, rather than just
with intention.
Yeah.
We're not just like doing something, because also the choreographer, whoever choreographed the Karma dance, like there's reason for whatever move, and there's reason for everything. Like even that tongue
lick, that was choreographed. Absolutely. Like you can tell down to it, just so for you non-dancers out there. Like that, you can totally tell.
We've seen the videos of now the people who are actually in that video or in that dance or whatever doing the choreography, and there is a clear difference between the way they do it and the way JoJo does it. And here's the thing. We talking a lot, and we not... Look, ain't nobody professional dancers, and JoJo Siwa is. That's why I disclosed. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about, and this is all just vibes.
And we're doing exactly what she wanted us to do, which is talk about it.
For
and
free.
I think, and I think that is exactly what her goal was. Like 100%. She was like, I am here.
Okay. Push pause. We need to take a moment to hear from our sponsors. So we all know that I'm no chef, but I promised myself that I would learn to perfect a meal for the summer. And I don't know if you know this, but you need cookware in order to cook. Who'd have thought? Not me. Caraway is the internet famous kitchenware known for being non-toxic and are made without any toxic materials like PFAS, PTFE, PFOA, and any other hard to pronounce chemicals. They're also so easy to cook with because of the ceramic's naturally slick surface. So that means minimal oil or butter for slide off the pan eggs and easy cleaning. Now let's talk about aesthetics for a second, which you know are very important to me. And this Caraway set looks stunning in my kitchen. I got the cream color and I'm obsessed. It looks so good. Maybe I should start a cooking show. On their website, they have so many different collections to explore, so there's sure to be a Caraway for every kind of cook or wannabe cook, like me. And if you're someone that refuses to buy anything without seeing the reviews first, you can rest easy because over 65,000 people, 65,000, that's a lot of people, okay? 65,000 people have rated 5 stars on their Caraway cookware, so now is the time to try it for yourself. Just as a reminder, their iconic cookware set comes with a saute pan, fry pan, Dutch oven, and saucepan, plus lids for all of them, a canvas lid holder, and magnetic pan rack for storage. It's the ultimate kitchen setup and will save you $150 versus buying these items individually. Plus, if you visit carawayhome.com/20, you can take an additional 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive to our listeners, so visit caraway.com/20 or use code 20 at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern.
But you know what? I know that we're still talking about like the flip of like, it's the craziest thing, you've never seen it before. But my girl, she kind of is still in like the glitz and the glam. Like I see that outfit and I'm like, that's definitely a costume that one of the moms put together for a Dance Moms episode.
Yeah, like it's just not rainbow. The fact that it's black doesn't, it's the same.
Yeah, we still got like all
the
like,
jewels on the face and the glitter and the hair. And
if you've ever watched Selling Sunset with Chriselle Cross, I think is her name, Krause. She's married to an Australian drummer named G-Flip. And I think G-Flip is kind of like aspirational to JoJo is in like gay terms. And I love G-Flip. They did a cover of Cruel Summer, which like I wasn't expecting because that's not a Taylor Swift song I particularly enjoy, and they did it on drums, and this past summer it was fantastic. Like,
Ooh,
please look it up.
that.
I'll link it in the description, but
I definitely gonna hear about that.
She thought in interviews leading up to Karma that she was giving G-Flip. Like really, like with the wife beater and the and the
Hey guys, what's up? No, just kidding.
But kind of, I think it's really difficult when you built your entire career on being very childlike.
Yeah,
And
it's tough.
Also, from my understanding of some of the interviews she's given, she is like the provider for her entire family, like immediate and extended family.
right.
And I can't imagine that kind of pressure to like be relevant. And I'm not a JoJo hater, but I'm also not, I'm pretty unaffected. I'm not a JoJo stan either.
I totally feel
I'm definitely like, I don't really care what goes on here, but like, let's chat about the discourse. You know what I mean? Like, I literally could give a fuck less. I don't care, but
JoJo,
it's fun to talk about.
You have put a song in my head that I can't stop singing, and if I hear it at the club when they're passing out the shots,
I'm gonna dance to it.
I'm gonna shake my ass and scream about
100%.
karma's a bitch. But let's touch on the topic about how that song, just to be clear, that was not written by her. They have now by this point exposed that
that she bought the rights to the song.
And she's
a couple
not
years
listed as a writer on the song.
Yeah.
I think it was either a song that was written for Miley Cyrus or written by Miley Cyrus. Can't remember which.
I don't think it was written by Miley Cyrus because I saw the girl singing it,
That
right?
was demoed by her. She also bought the song.
Yeah, I think that the internet kind of came for her and was like, how could she say that she wrote the song? And everyone, and then there's other people defending her saying she never really said she wrote the song. She was just like, it's crazy, never been done before.
She did say she wrote
I was going to say she did say that. That's why people were coming for her.
I thought she was just hinting at it, which is why people are like, if you play the podcast clip, she never actually said, I wrote.
Oh.
Allegedly. I don't know. There's so much discourse and so many TikToks and so many.
I was literally about to say, here's the thing about TikTok, and I mean about the internet in general, but like specifically TikTok, is that everyone said, well, she said this and I saw it, and someone else is like, no, and then you have to go and look, right? But then at that point you're like, I'm just gonna take whatever information I decide I want to take, and I'm gonna believe that.
Absolutely, because they're like playing clips of JoJo crying now, and they're like, JoJo's receiving backlash for saying that she wrote it, but she actually didn't write it, and they're using like a clip of her crying from a long time ago.
It's like a 12-year-old song it was demoed by, I think, Britt Smith, which is the clip going around of the music video that was recorded, because she never actually released it on any like main titled album or anything.
Right.
And then I can't remember if Miley wrote it. It's much more likely, to my memory, that it was a song written for her, and that did not make it on the Can't Be Tamed when that came out, because it's very and also I just think it like, I can't imagine in the oversaturation of the internet now a Can't Be Tamed like music video coming out in the way that did.
Yeah. God, Miley ran so everyone could just walk. It's true. That poor girl received so much backlash when she was doing all that stuff. Like, she left instantly, and they're like, I mean, I think the first turning point when everyone turned on Miley Cyrus was when she had that cover with her back exposed. And it was like simply nothing scandalous at all. Like, you see it now, and they're like, look at the smudge of her makeup, and then you can see her back exposed. And then later on, that music video of like, da-na-na-da to earth, da-da, what's like, da to get burned. They would take that clip and zoom. I remember seeing this on YouTube.
No, I'm LOLing because...
Which is crazy, because like...
Which is so crazy, because she has a actual like graphic tee on. She's
but also,
just like...
well, it's
like,
crazy because
like
I'm like, Your mind did that.
Correct.
You got to that conclusion.
Yeah, and it's like at that part where she's in the street, she's like, out of my mind to her, and she just shakes her chest, and I remember that clip being played over and over, and they're like, and look at her, and look at her, and look at that.
Wasn't that the Vanity Fair cover that came out? That was like
with her back
that was
exposed.
The beginning of her being like, goodbye, Disney.
Girl. Yeah, which I'm like, a bad girl. This just looks like a artsy video, a photo. Like,
I also wonder, like, what if Disney could, like, have a perfect rollout plan for a young adult who is leaving Disney Channel? What would they want that to, like, what do you want to happen? Everyone leaves. How do you want the exit to go? Like, what? Because the thing is, right, let's think about it. Obviously, people grow up, and if they're actors, right, let's just say, like, Miley Cyrus, Zendaya, whoever, they leave Disney Channel, and because, well, actually, me mid-sentence figuring it out for myself, I feel like what people have said on TikTok is they're trying to, like, get out of contracts or whatever.
Trying to get dropped, so
they're like smoking weed on camera or whatever.
In the press to break out. I think what they want is the Jonas Brotherfication of, because the Jonas Brothers are still very much like
the Disney boys.
And I wasn't a Jonas Brother girly, and I still am not. And if I have to be, it's Kevin always.
And
they didn't really like change, even with the like Sophie Turner stuff. They clung really hard to a certain image, and I think that comes from like their family and their family values
and that
like
purity
the
ring,
parents
baby.
of them too. Because you have these young adults who are breaking out of it, and a lot of them are still under the management or supervision of their parents, who have either been stewarding or shepherding this whole time. To what degree of goodness or badness, I do not know. I hope for the best.
I have a question.
Tell me.
Do you think, now that you've said this, it has something to do with the fact that they're guys? Because, like, I'm even thinking, like, all, like, Demi Lovato had her own stuff that she was dealing with, and so that was, like, a lot. But, like, her, too, and people turned on Vanessa Hudgens. Like, no one's ever said anything about Zac Efron, even though he has done, like...
I think they've tried, it just hasn't stuck.
Because they're men? Perhaps. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. I'm like,
no,
is it because I'm like, what man has had such a scandal leaving Disney?
Well, I'm thinking right now, do we think that Zendaya had like a rocky exit? She did Euphoria, so like that could have been like and she's a bad girl, but we never.
She had some time between that.
I was going to say,
she kind of laid low a little.
And
she was in a different era of Disney.
Yeah,
right. I think the smoothest transition I've seen with still some kind of like at Disney was Sabrina Carpenter's exit.
I was gonna say
I never like watched anything with her.
Me either.
Until she was like a musical pop artist.
Yeah, I didn't even know who she was until she was like making music.
Pero my question is with Sabrina Carpenter, because yes, it was wonky, but was it because of Miss Olivia Rodrigo and the allegations that were being towards Sabrina Carpenter?
Sabrina Carpenter, because me and the video essays, what I had learned was basically there was a couple stage performances like right after her contract or right around the time it would have ended with whatever record company Disney owns. Because that's something JoJo talked about too with, I think, Nickelodeon's record music moment for the kiddos. But she definitely had a live show, because they linked it and I watched it, where she was swearing for the first time on stage. And she wasn't doing it in a really shocking or provocative way, but Sabrina Carpenter, it was the first time she was like, I'm an adult.
Right.
And it was shortly after that whatever projects she kind of had lined up with Disney were done.
Yeah.
And a lot of people speculated that it was on purpose because she was done.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she was like in a contract for like a long ass time.
Well, and look what they did with Hannah Montana's brother. Like, he's still acting and stuff. What's his name? Jason?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm like, Jackson.
Yeah, Jason.
Jason Earl?
I think so.
I think you're
Correct
right.
us if we're wrong, please.
Yeah, but whatever,
he's
Jackson.
still acting in shows and Disney movies and other things. They will keep them around, as long as they can.
Yeah.
Because it bodes well for them, but...
Yeah, the industry wants to try to get as much as they can out of them, and then they're like, now see you later. Good luck with that mental health, eh?
Yeah. That's what they'll always say.
Yeah.
oh, they just have some. I'm like, no, you guys really fuck these people up.
So I just wanted to kick us off today with that discourse because I've just heard so many people talking about it, and we had to give our 2 cents. I mean,
No, I mean, for
and
sure.
please, I want your 2 cents in the comments.
I know.
Actually.
I want to know.
Please comment below if you think that JoJo Siwa is being for real, you guys, or do you think she's just clowning us? Because I really think that she's just giving us.
I
Something
think
to
she's
talk
just
about.
clowning us. I do think that a part of it is just like her being like, I really am the best. Because she did feel like that when she was on Dance Mom. She was like, I am that girl.
Right.
And that's fair and that's fine and whatever. So I do think a little bit is she's like, well, I am her. But also, you guys are just stupid.
And
and falling for it.
And Missy Moo isn't a singer, and guess what? Her song is on the top, so it fucking worked.
Correct.
So, sold.
Yeah.
To the girl with the drama. And now let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. Have you ever had one of those moments where you maybe shouldn't have listened to your gut? Like the time I ate an entire pizza before an audition? Probably shouldn't have listened to my gut on that one. Now, let's be clear, probiotics can't solve our questionable gut decisions. But if your gut is in need of a little support, like I know mine is, Ritual has your back. Ritual made a 3-in-1 supplement with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and a postbiotic, all in one to support a balanced gut microbiome. Daily disturbances like poor diet, stress, travel, and the use of certain medications and plenty of other factors can throw off your gut microbiome. So finding a single nested capsule that combines pre, pro, and postbiotics was a game changer for me. So to ensure I'm getting that extra support, I take my Symbiotic capsule as a part of my morning ritual so I know my gut is set for the day. One daily capsule for simple streamlined gut support? Sign me up. Ritual Symbiotic is the complete package, relieving me of mild and occasional bloating, gas, and diarrhea. Postbiotics provide fuel to the cells that make up the gut lining to support a healthy gut barrier. And with delayed release capsules, they are designed to help survive the harsh conditions of the upper GI tract. All in one minty capsule and no refrigeration needed. Also, fun fact, the Symbiotic supplement is rigorously tested and validated by a third party for allergens, microbiomes, and heavy metals. Ritual multivitamins are vegan, non-GMO, project verified, gluten, and major allergen free, certified B Corp, and made traceable. There's no more shame in your gut game. Symbiotic and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide your insides. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/20 for 25% off. Now, speaking of drama, I want to bring it up because you and I recently talked about this, and so I want to open the floor. You guys, oh my gosh. So
Where are you going with
I'm about
this?
to tell you.
I'm
drama.
excited.
The note that I have here on my computer says drama equals Facebook.
Oh, I totally fucking know what you're about to say. Okay, please. Yeah, let's get into it. Please.
Okay. I still have a Facebook because I started one as a Facebook, and now as a social media manager, I manage other people's handles, and so I have to hop onto Facebook to schedule some of their stuff. That's what I'm doing on Facebook. Well, when you sign on
And
to
auditions are on Facebook. We talked about
Oh
this.
my God, that too. I'm on
Auditions
Facebook for
Facebook.
auditions,
Yes,
catching up with my grandparents, as well as keeping up with scheduling the posts for my clients. Now, when you open Facebook always gives you the juiciest drama. Like
Jump scare.
Always damn jump scare.
Jump scare.
Always. And I recently opened Facebook again, and I had to call Riayn because I was like, the amount of this should have been respectfully for your diary. What are we doing over there? Like, I know, like, it's embarrassing. Sometimes we get that, like, embarrassing feeling to post on Instagram or something like that. No, there is no feeling.
Like,
Facebook people have no embarrassment.
No shame.
No shame. That's the word. I'm like, this is
It's
for your
shame,
love,
but it's
everyone.
also just like really, really intimate stuff. And I like, and again, it's not like on Instagram when you're like, hey guys, like, you know, when you're talking to the people and it's like sad or whatever and it's something serious, but like Facebook dumping is unreal.
Like, if you have heard this news from my daughter, it's not true. We don't even speak this, that, and the fourth. And I'm like, why are you telling us? Like, the serious family.
My mom has had 50 boyfriends in the last 2 months, and it's just like, and we're like, this is not.
I feel bad. I'm like, I shouldn't be knowing this. I shouldn't even be knowing this.
And there's
wrong.
entire TikTok things of, and every time they come on, I go click not interested just because I'm like, it's not my circus, it's not my monkeys, it's not my circus, it's not my monkeys. Scroll. But it's people, there's entire like threads on TikTok of people. It's called like small town drama, and it's either them reporting theirs or like talking about like their local Facebook groups or stuff, and they omit certain details to protect privacy and whatever. So like, there's an effort, but it just feels so icky. I'm like, I don't need to know this.
Stop this.
But why the fuck?
Wait an actual minute though. While we're here, okay, you guys, if you guys have seen some crazy Facebook drama, maybe we should do like a Facebook. Like, give us your the biggest the Facebook drama, because I know viewers have got to see it. Or maybe it's just
Facebook
ours.
Right now. No, dude.
I would have a story every time I open Facebook.
I think it's because old people don't know how to fucking use the internet. Like, they have no idea what oversharing is with like too much information. They're also on there like, hey, come to my son's basketball game. It's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking Lane. Highway Drive. Like, whatever the fuck. Like,
super unsafe.
Dude.
Stop this. Wait. Or you'll see some drama like, oh, this is what like exposing their kids' stuff because the parents use Facebook, and then sometimes they take the opportunity to like talk about their successes, and you're like, hey, mom, maybe you should not have posted some of my dress options on Facebook.
I just saw that TikTok of that girl that was like, Mom, what the fuck? Why would you post this?
And it made me think of someone, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so real. Where some parents...
What?
Oh my God, we can't.
Somebody I know?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Facebook's friends and family.
I know, friends and family.
So if you guys have any crazy Facebook stories, maybe tease them in the comments below so we can get an idea if we have something here. Should we uncover all the Facebook drama?
I'd be super down to do an episode.
There's juicy every time. I'm always like, oh, gooped. Or you see like an ex-boss of doing some sort of something. I'm like,
I feel like you
like
need
this.
Dude. And also, I feel like people forget that, like, no one is, like, you know when you post something on Facebook and you just post it for, like, a vibe, but people in the comments responding as if you are directly talking to them. I'm like, again, this is, like, back to, like, old people just not understanding how social media works. Like, yes, I'm posting this.
And I love that we are staying connected through Facebook, and I know it's super important.
Yes, because that's a social... That is a social media. That's the difference between that's social media. Instagram is not social media.
No, yeah. I was just
not social. There's nothing social about it.
I know.
I post and I leave, and that's what everyone's doing. Facebook is social. We're chatting. People are in the comments.
I am hearing about how you have disowned your children.
Yes.
And why you disown them. And here's the thing. I understand that must be super painful to go through, and like for sure, but I really don't think that posting it to Facebook is anything. And I understand a cry for help. Like sometimes that's needed because you're like, holy shit, I'm drowning.
Someone
I don't
help
know
me,
what the
like
fuck.
whatever, yeah.
Right. We do that on Instagram stories on private time.
For sure.
What's that called?
Close friends.
Close friends, not private time. Anyways.
Private time. No, that's something different. That's my private time.
Which actually, may I ask, have you guys heard about the Billie Eilish private stories? What is Miss Billie Eilish doing?
So she told people that she was going to let them on her close friends.
Why?
Because she's a genius? What do you mean?
No, I understand, but I didn't know if there was like anything else. If she was just like, oh, I'm just going to let you guys in. Because she's probably going to promote something soon.
Yeah, well, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. But because of that, she gained like a million, like it was like crazy. I don't know the number. Could you please look at the number? It was like everywhere. And she was posting and everyone was like, we got Billie Eilish. And what friend was on there?
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a close friend of mine who's on her close friend.
Yeah.
So I know of people who are on her close friends.
But I didn't get on it. I didn't know about it until after it
Do I follow her now? Can I still get on the close friends?
No
What's the
idea.
tea?
I don't know.
What is she posting on the close friends? What did you see? You didn't see?
I didn't see.
Has anyone seen what JoJo
Siwa?
Has anyone seen what that girl is
doing? The other white woman. Billie Eilish.
Miss Billie Eilish. What are you doing? I love Billie Eilish.
I do too. I think she's great.
I think that I have watched all the interviews with the Vanity Fair.
Oh yes, the one that she does every year or every 2 years.
I love it.
Yeah,
I eat it up.
She's fun. Okay, so if you guys haven't already noticed, this episode has no topic, no plot. We're just here vibing, and I hope you're vibing with us.
I just realized that we did not introduce
this. Yeah, we didn't introduce this at all. There is no point in any of this. So if you're looking for education, this is not the place for you.
Perhaps. I mean, we are dropping some bars.
Yeah, you're like, actually, this is a lesson. So I hope you're learning something today.
Now listen up.
One thing on my list of things to bring up, and I don't know what this means at all, but I do think this was when I was at your house and something came up and I was told to write it down.
Oh my God, you just wrote down. So this is just a random note out of your notes app?
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
Let's hear what the hell this is.
Paloma Krispy Kreme.
Paloma Krispy Kreme. Oh!
I have no idea what that means.
Yes, you were at my house and we were talking about maybe we should get some sort of like sweet treat. And I was like, oh my God, should we like check the red light on Krispy Kreme? And you were like, what are you talking about? I was like, on my app, the app that I check when the red light's on. So then I know I can order directly from Krispy Kreme because it's hot and ready.
Yeah, I remember this conversation.
And you were like, what are you saying to me? And I was like, I downloaded a Krispy Kreme app and I check when the little red light's on, and that means they're hot, they're making them fresh. And that's when I will like decide if I'm like craving it and I check and the red light's on, I'll order. If not, that's a sign for no.
How often do you check the app?
Definitely.
Expose her.
I want to
drag
know.
her.
Now, Paloma, how often are you checking it? Well, I can confirm at least one time.
What's that?
I can at least confirm that I check it at least one time a month. Once a month? One time a month.
Help.
I can't
Get
speak.
help.
That's kind of a great like period hack though. You're like, I'm sad because Krispy Kreme's not that expensive. So you're like, well,
Dude, and when they're red hot, like they're making them fresh, when they deliver, I will eat them. They're still fresh and I'll bite into them and they melt in my mouth. And if that's not, and if they don't melt in your mouth, just throw them in the microwave for 8 seconds, baby, with a cold glass of milk. Oh my gosh, when I'm on my period, I need Krispy Kreme or cookie dough. I don't drink regular milk except for if I'm really trying to get spicy and have that in my coffee and play the roulette of will this hurt my tummy. But but coffee always tastes better with having regular milk versus oat milk. I'm sorry. I want to like the oat milk.
I don't even use milk. I'm like a creamer girl.
You're
like,
not a milk girly, are you?
No.
Did you ever drink milk growing up? Like, was that your thing?
No.
Me either.
Never.
It just like mood very much.
The only time I ever had it was when I was having cookies.
Yeah.
To dip. And then I didn't drink it after. Like, I was not the type to drink it. They'd be like, oh, it's chocolate milk now. I'm like,
when you had cereal, would you drink the milk or would you just
I would want to, and then I would just be like, no.
I would do it because I'm like, it looks like it's giving something.
Right.
And then I'm like, I just don't, like, what are we doing?
Isn't that so interesting how they really sold to a whole generation, like, drink milk to grow big and strong and like grow big, like all that. Like,
well,
that was
and
so
I was fearful that I wasn't doing
gonna grow big and strong.
Yeah, because I wasn't drinking the milk. I wasn't.
I'm lacking calcium for sure. I'm not drinking my big glass of milk.
And I wasn't. Also didn't want to drink chocolate milk. Like, I was like, I just don't want to drink this. I would sometimes drink
strawberry milk.
I was just about to say sometimes I would drink the strawberry milk, but only when it was Nesquik.
I was gonna ask, is it Nesquik though?
It was only Nesquik, so it's not
the
even
powder
milk.
or the syrup.
Powder.
Powder.
I can't remember.
Powder, please.
I definitely remember both it being a part of like my childhood, but I don't remember like if I knew which one.
I have chocolate and strawberry powder of Nesquik at my home.
Currently?
Yes, currently.
In your parents' home?
No, in my home.
Oh, and where
my
you
house.
live.
Like, if you come to visit me and sleep slumber party, I have.
You have that?
Yes, I have it above the oven. It's my secret stash. I'm just kidding.
Does Riayn know about it?
He does. He knows about it.
Right. I'm like, now, is this a secret?
No. Which actually, oh my God, I didn't even tell you guys about how, oh my God. So recently I got back into my fitness girl
Pilates.
era. Yeah. No, actually not even Pilates.
Pilates.
No, I'm not doing Pilates. That's like the workout I usually do by myself.
Yeah.
But Riayn does berries, and berries is a HIIT workout where you run on
treadmill.
You'll do half the time treadmill, half the time floor work, and it's very like HIIT workout and all that stuff.
My heart rate could never.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's chronically ill.
No,
Continue.
me, big mood. I want to say push pause because a lot of actors, like working actors in like theater stuff, do berries.
Of course we do.
Because it's like very it hits all the things that they need to hit. Like, it's giving cardio, it's giving strength, it's giving floor, and like you should just be like, Riayn, all the dances are at berries.
That is literally. I'm so glad you said that. Because that's actually what motivated me to be like, yeah, I'll totally come with you, Riayn.
Really?
Because there's the elliptical, or not the elliptical, the treadmill. So there's a treadmill, and I was like, I have auditions coming up, and I need to get my stamina up, because when I'm like prepping to be in a show, I'm like running on the elliptical singing the song, because you got to get that adrenaline. Like, you have got to have that stamina.
The breath control.
The breath control. You are dancing around, bro. You have to get that. So I have a couple of auditions coming up, and I'm like, I have got to get my cardio up. This girl's not running. So now I've been attending Barry's with Riayn, and it's been kicking my butt, but oh my God, I can totally tell, like, every single time it's like a little bit better.
Why is it called Barry's? I've literally never heard of this.
I have no idea why it's called Barry's. The headache that I have been having after my workout, you guys, I thought it was due to dehydration. And so I was drinking all this water. Like, Ryan's like, you're not having enough electrolytes.
You're flushing your kidneys?
Yeah. Because after the workout, I was like, my head is pounding. I feel so lightheaded. I want to throw up. And Ryan's like, perhaps it's like when we leave, like it's cold outside and your body temperature. So I've started wearing like North Face puffy jackets when I leave out. So it's like, to figure out if it's that. Drinking a shit ton of water, like trying to like.
Did you figure out what it was?
Yes, ma'am. And that leads us to our very point today.
We're on a roller coaster.
It was low blood sugar. Your girlfriend had a glass of Nesquik chocolate milk, and all of a sudden, within, I swear to literal goodness, 2 minutes, I was like, I could feel my eyes, like the clouds that were over them opening up, and I like tell you guys, like, I literally, one of the days I threw up, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I'm trying to eat, I'm trying to this, and it was just sugar. I low blood sugar, because so now after the workout, I'll have like a little bit of honey, like any sort of sweet, and I'm like, no headache. So now she's back to working out and figured out what happens, what I need to do after working out, because dear God.
I'm so glad you figured that out.
I know.
I'm sorry you were getting headaches.
Me texting Riayn like, girl, I'm about to throw up. It's like a mid-Tuesday.
I was like, girl, what is the problem?
And I didn't want to stop working out because I was like, but what's causing this? But it, like, you know, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry, long discourse for me to tell you I have Nesquik.
No, that reminds me when I used to do varsity cross country for like, I think I did it for 3 years. And my coach, her sister also had this. So she was like, it's normal. And I did really love that coach. No hate to her. But the last like sprint that you're supposed to do to like fix your time at the finish line or whatever, every single time I did it, I would get to the end and I would throw up. Like, no matter what I did. I had no idea why. Shit. Turns out anemic, low potassium. But like, it was just the smallest fix, but it made my life hell for like 3 years. It was like every weekend I was like running my heart out and then like vomiting in front of strangers. And I was like, this is the worst.
I'm like, I literally was like, I'm not built for running. Like, I just should not be doing because why am I... Straight up, the very first time I ever went to Barry's, I threw up. Like, I literally threw up the very first time I threw up was in the parking lot at Barry's. No. And Riayn was like, oh my God. No. So, figured it out though, so low blood sugar.
Well, that's, I mean, glad you've obviously figured it out. Yes. But also tragic that you had to find out.
If not, I was going to have to give out working my body, moving
and now you know what that feeling is. So if you get it again, you're like, oh, like you know what tool to use.
Right, you're like, you're like, drive me to 7-Eleven, I need a Snickers. It's interesting because when you told me that story, when you were like literally telling me, you're like, oh, I had some sweets and then I was chilling and I was like, fine, it took 2 minutes. It made me think of that one time when we went to Vegas and we were just drinking.
Oh my God, I know.
Girl, we were just drinking till the day is done. And even when the day was done, we were drinking, girl.
We got Fat Tuesdays. We got the chasers.
Dude, we were doing shots. Like, it was a day. Like,
so was this the vlog that you guys filmed about like what you could get for $100 in Vegas?
Yes.
That is one of my favorite YouTube videos.
Thank you so much. Linked below. If you haven't seen it, it's on our joint channel called 2 Extra. It's linked below. Please watch it. It's hilarious. It was that trip, and we were having a good time. We were vibing, and then we were like, immediately at the same time, we were like, dude, I think I'm gonna die. And so we were like, okay, let's lay down. So we went and we laid down. We were like, we just need to sleep it off. You know when you're just like, I just need to nap it off, and it's gonna be so fine. Because sometimes
I need is a little napski and some water and some electrolytes.
Thank you. So we were like, let's just do that. Let's just take a moment, whatever. So we're laying down. But like the longer we lay down, the worse it's getting. We're dying. And I'm like, now I can't get up. Now it's sick. Like now I'm like, I'm getting the spins. Like I could puke, like all these things. And then Paloma gets up and she leaves. And I'm like, I can't even care what she's doing. Like I can't even open my eyes. I know she's gone. It's fine. She's gone for probably like 7 minutes. She comes back and she's like, Riayn, girl, you just need to take a bite of this Hot Pocket. I made you a Hot Pocket. I ate one. I feel so much better. I'm like, I can't even think about food. The way I could puke on your face right now. Don't even talk to me about pizza or Hot Pockets. I'm like
3 cheeses with pepperoni.
Yeah. It was a 3 cheese with pepperoni. And I was like, I get the fuck out of my face. I couldn't even believe she was talking to me about food. And I was like, oh my God, no, I can't. She's like, please. She's begging me. She's like, I ate one bite. Please, one bite. You can do it.
I literally was like, just give me one bite.
Just one. And she's begging me. And I'm
she was
like,
down bad,
oh my God, I was not okay. And I was like, okay.
She sits up.
I sit up.
Slowly
which
sits
like,
up.
yeah. I was going to say like a mummy. Literally coming back from the dead, like it was giving that. And I sit up and I take a bite. I'm like,
the way you took a bite of it.
Dude, and it was like, okay, so you guys know that one episode of SpongeBob where Squidward is biting the Krabby Patty, like, and his lips protrude, and it's just like that's what I did, because I didn't want it. My stomach was hurting. The thought of food was like, I'm gonna
this bitch is screaming at me, so I'll do it just so she'll shut up.
She's like, just do it. Yeah, because I was like, I mean, she's not gonna just like walk away, like whatever. Like she's just gonna stand here until I do it. So I do it, and I'm stressed, and I do it, and I'm chewing, and I swallow, and I'm like, it's about to come back up. It's coming up.
It's like that moment from Bridesmaids when she swallows the almond, and she's like, I love it.
It's
she has
so
sweat,
good.
bullet, sweat bead.
Literally that. And then I waited 10 more seconds and I was like, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay.
Her eyes.
We're okay. We're okay.
Life came back.
Dude, I literally, like, immediately.
Yeah.
It was immediate.
That's exactly what happened with me with the sugar, which is why I know that's what it was, which is why we know it was the lack of food.
Yes.
I mean, who could have thought? What do you mean all we did was drinking alcohol? Why?
Yeah.
What? Question mark.
Why am I sick right now?
Oh my God.
That's so rude.
All I've done is had coffee and hit the pen. What's going on? I feel shaky.
What's wrong, girl?
Yeah. We have talked about it on the podcast how like I'm always like struggling to get like the food eaten in the morning.
Yeah,
and that recommendation from Ms. Jessica
of the protein shakes.
Oh my gosh, that protein in the morning, you guys, has honestly changed my life. And every single morning I just wake up, have a little bit of my protein shake, and it's coffee flavored, so it feels like I'm having a little bit of cafecito without like the jitters and all that stuff. So I'm getting my protein, having like that layer, and it has literally, no joke, changed my damn life. So if you
I'm not on that shit, but I think I need to
Girl,
be,
get that Pediasure. Like, is that also protein, or is Pediasure just other nutrients for you too?
Pediasure, I think for me, I just think of that as extra calories.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're also looking, because I think that's the thing where it's like sometimes you're like, when you're not looking to really do that eating situation, like the chewing, like I just need a quick little like shake, like that settles my stomach so much more. And I definitely,
I'm also lazy.
Well, then you're able to eat. Girl,
I'm lazy. I'm not trying to make a whole breakfast, bro. I just opened my eyes.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
talk to me. I just opened my eyes. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me to make food. Me asking myself to not talk to myself. Don't say shit. Okay? Look.
Your body.
Your thoughts.
Say nothing.
Your body's like, can we have some food?
I told you not to talk.
Can we have some water?
I told you not to speak to me.
What if we tried having some sort of...
what if you tried shutting the fuck up? That's me to me.
Thank you.
I would say, if you have any tips and tricks, please leave them in the comments for making sure you're drinking your water, getting your food.
Totally.
Sometimes it's a struggle, and I'm really happy for those of you it is not a struggle. That is so awesome, and keep doing you. But if you relate, please help.
Let us know.
Actually, yeah, if you are currently listening and you have not eaten or drinking some water today, please take a brief little break to go have some water and
that part.
Nutrition, perhaps some protein.
Well, our good friend, Miss Remi Ashton, in all of her vlogs, in every single one, she's like, starts in the morning and she's like, I'm going to drink some water. Everybody, if you have not, take 5 big sips of water.
Pavloved all of us.
Dude, and every time she does it, I watch her vlog and I'm like, right. And then I'm like, let me go find my cup. Let me go drink some water. Every single time. Every time. Because when was the last time I drank water? I don't know.
The bitches are dry and we need to be told. At least I forget.
I do.
Before a workout, Ryan's like, have you been drinking water? And I'm like, oh no. He's like, so do you want to throw up again? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But also the glee of it all, my brain just connected that.
Oh, Rachel Berry?
Tragic.
Oh, Rachel Berry. God, now I can chat about it because now I've watched Glee and now I know what's going on. I'm so new here. What year did Glee come out, actually?
Fuck if I know.
2000 and something. Yeah, too long ago. And now I'm here and I finally am like,
welcome.
Right. Oh my God, which actually when we were at dinner with Remi, she was like, oh my God, you're a new Gleek. And I was like,
oh yes.
I was like, what? And then I was like, oh my God, yes, I'm watching Glee. Yes, T. Me, you are one of us, correct? A Gleek.
Go change your bio. Paloma Gleek.
Which I think it found me at the right time. I'm glad that I started it. I think, Riayn, I know that I'm going to tell you to watch it. And she'll be like, no, I'd rather do anything than start a new show.
And I'd also would rather do anything else but watch Glee.
Have you watched the Justin Bieber episode?
I will not be watching Glee. I know what I need to know. That's the thing about Glee.
What do you need to know?
She's like, Santana's hot.
All the hotties. Yeah, I know the hotties. Fucking Mercedes.
Ugh.
I know what I need to know from Glee. I don't need to watch it.
Wait,
So tell us what you need to know from Glee.
You need to know who's hot, and you need to know who's giving the fucking covers, and that's it.
Okay.
Leah Michelle's giving the covers. Let me break some news.
Leah Michelle Slade. But again, I will say, Amber Riley, who plays Mercedes,
Stunning.
Slade house down.
Absolutely.
Boots.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Naya Rivera. Mm-hmm. May she rest. Also slay, and also hottie.
For all the viewers, if you don't know yet, I want us all as a collective to be cultured. That the meme of
To be cultured.
yeah, I just want us all. Here's an educational moment right here. Here we go. You know that meme that or that little sound that was so trending that was like, all that work and what did it get me? That is from Glee. I just want everyone to know.
That's
because
Kurt, right?
Yes, it is Kurt. And I just didn't know. Obviously, if you've never watched it, you would never know. So I just want everyone to know that never watched Glee that sound came from.
It's from Glee.
It's from Glee, and it's Kurt, and that's all. That was your history lesson.
Yeah, that was a
Now
trending
you're
sound.
cultured.
Now you're cultured. And now that we're on the topic of trending sounds and TikTok, I have a segment. And this segment has no name, so please do not ask. And will it come back? Probably not. But I was on TikTok and I was scrolling, having a time. I go through phases with TikTok where I'm like, I can't even open the app and let me run away. And the other side of that is let me spend all of my time on TikTok. Currently, right now, I'm spending all of my time on TikTok. And I'm also on Black TikTok. If you're an audio listener, I'm Black. So if you've never seen me before.
Thank you so much for that clarification.
I am a Black woman. So I'd be on Black, I almost said Black Twitter, which also I am also on. Black TikTok. And there's a lot of discourse about Black women and white men in romantic relationships and what kind of white man that we're all interested in being with. And yeah. And so, everybody has their preference. It's the same as dating anybody else. And so people were like, I want to date the Spencers from Criminal Minds, like that white man. And I want to date the Darren Chris's, and I want to date. So they're going off about these kinds of white guys that they want to date, or the kind of guys that they're into. And I'm like, okay, right. I feel that. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah. Okay.
I could list some cute white guys.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I understand. Like, I understand their point, and I understand like what they're saying here. And so there was somebody in the search bar, or in the search, like in the, the thing, and it said somebody's name that I can't even remember now. I don't even know this man. And even when I looked, I was like, I don't know who this is.
And I'm sorry to this man.
If
I were to see this man on the street, I
wouldn't know who he was. And I hope I don't sound ridiculous.
Apparently, when we did that episode, somebody commented and they were like, that was Dick Cheney crossing the street for the Kiki Palmer. She's like, I'm sorry to this man. And we were like, I don't know who that is. It was Dick Cheney.
And honestly, and even if I...
Who is that? Dick Cheney?
An actor, right?
No,
shit! Oh my God! Wait,
Dick Cheney.
No, you know who I was thinking about? No, you know who I was thinking about? Dick Van Dyke.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, we've gone too far.
And we've lost the plot. Back it up.
De reversa, mami.
So. I see this TikTok, and I want to show you this TikTok.
Oh,
this TikTok leads me into a whole full conversation about edits, fan edits. Do you know what those are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I see this, and this is of this man that I do not know.
Let me see.
And I wonder if you know who he is.
Sex.
Okay.
Who is that's him? Who is that?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Callum Turner is what it says in the search bar.
Yeah, I don't know who that man is. And that's not really the point. But the point is, I watched the edit. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I was like, are they making these edits for everybody? And if they are, like, but after also watching the edit, I was like, okay. Yeah,
you can see. I know where he's from.
What's he from?
Who is he? In 2020, they made an adaptation of Emma.
I still don't know who he is.
He's cute.
He's British.
But that's fun. I love that for him. Point is, I was like, okay, like I can see it. And then I was like, but do I see it because of the edit? Like, did the edit give me an essence, like a song? So I was like, do I just think this man is attractive because the TikTok was giving and the music and the way, I don't know. So then I was like, well, let me search somebody that I'm like maybe thinking about or whatever. Watched a bunch. I was like, okay, well, I already think they're hot. So this is like, what are we doing here? What is the math? Not math. So I was like, well, let me do something specific to my friend here. And I think you might like this one.
Oh.
So now that you've seen a Troy Bolton edit, where are we at?
Zac Efron, if you ever want to hang out with me at one time, my DMs are open. My email is Paloma Malfavon. My number is 1234. I mean, now that I've been getting those DMs about like the Zac Efron, I'm like, if any of those fake Zac Efron accounts could actually reach out to me for realsies because Zac actually did want to meet, I would be open to it. I am in a loving, committed relationship, and I would just love to meet as business friends. That was a crazy edit. Please send that to me. Oh. That was into the mic.
Oh, that was into the mic.
All right, moving on.
That was for all of us to hear. So, okay. So, I want to talk. I really, because
I felt a little wrong watching that while we have cameras on us because I was like, oh,
I know.
Are people watching me watch this?
I know.
It's like feeling a little smutty, you know?
Yes. Well, honestly, that leads me to my next thing because I was like, okay, I'm watching this and I'm like feeling a type of way. And I'm like, but who is specifically looking for Troy Bolton edits? Because that was Zac Efron, but it wasn't Zac Efron.
Yeah.
It was Zac Efron as Troy Bolton. And so I'm like, are people searching? Like, who is looking for Troy Bolton edits?
Who is not? Should be the question.
That's the real question.
That's the real question. Yeah, it's me. Surprise.
But
no, I completely agree.
There's a niche for everything, and everybody's got a place in it. I totally get that. But I'm like, that is like so fucking specific.
I know. It's kind of giving like when Sierra showed us about that latte art when like the edits too.
What's that boy's name from The Hunger Games?
Yes, it just gives that. We're just like, who is creating these? Is this for the fandom? Is this... I mean, and maybe it's younger girls and maybe it's older girls. We don't know.
It's obviously older girls.
I mean, you're giving us the content we need. And I don't know who's looking that up, but now that I know that it's searchable.
It's kind of just giving like they're romanticizing it a level up past being like, I loved that movie. It's like the next step. And I can't relate, but like if it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I see it and I'm like, I get it. But I'm also like, I don't think I'll ever like seek edits like this out.
It might be for the younger generation.
On the 20 whatever Instagram, we did post a fan edit of Elizabeth.
That guy? That was so iconic. I love that. I remember seeing that.
That was an edit. Like that was that. And I was like, fuck.
Elizabeth.
I was watching that shit like, God damn.
I know.
So the last one I'm going to show you. There's just one more. Because I was really like, wow, this is intriguing. And so then I just started searching up who I wanted to see. Because I was like,
who's looking these up? And there I was
looking it up.
Available.
Because I was like, I wonder if they have one for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Did we look up a Justin Bieber one?
Oh, no, because I already know that those exist.
Right.
I already know those exist.
Right,
I'm so like,
right.
if Troy Bolton has one, Justin Bieber has
JB has one.
Million.
And I apologize for even thinking.
Yeah, and I did, honestly, and that's crazy.
I know, that was honestly stupid of me.
What's crazy is that I didn't look. I didn't even look.
You didn't even look?
No, I didn't even look.
You didn't even look.
I didn't even look.
And found her.
That's how I know they exist. But I didn't know that that's what edits were.
Right.
Like, I didn't think that was
something.
something.
Show us this last one. I'm dying to see.
Here we go.
Girls don't want boyfriends. They want Renee Rapp. I agree.
A few things about that edit in particular.
Ms. Renee.
First of all, it's Renee Rapp.
Oh my God.
Hottie, Betty.
That actually might have done a little bit more than the Trouble one. They just really got really great moments, and I think it might have been live moments that potentially what was that was. Mm-hmm. And her also, throwing at, like, look at her getting on her knees on stage, like hitting that. Oh my God, yeah.
Also, Renee has
we saw
undeniable riz.
Oh
on
my
camera,
God.
in person.
I know, and seeing these clips are just taking me back to when we saw her in concert.
There's something else that I want you guys to clock. Did you clock what else needed to be clocked?
The song that is Twilight.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it was the filter for me.
Yes. No. The song. Because that's when they would always show
the baseball.
Yes, that one, and also I think they showed it too whenever they introduced somebody else that was hot. I can't remember, but like that is the baseball song, and that one I was like,
I get it.
It's really about the song choice, and it's really about the moments that they choose to show, like in the edit. And after that, I was like, this is an art form.
It absolutely is.
And if you make also, it's this still going. If you make edits, if this is what you do, power to you, because this is art and I get it. I do. I was sucked in.
Finding their like top hot moments and then putting them into a compilation along a really motivational song. Yeah, to get the people going.
If you had to make a fan edit of anyone in this moment, who would it be?
I just watched 2 of them. Sorry. Those are my answers.
She said Zac Efron and Renee Rapp.
Ryan?
The first one, Coleman Domingo. He is from The Color Purple musical, and he plays a bad guy. He's really tragic, terrible in the movie. Bad. Boo, boo. I mean, he's great, but the character's bad, so boo the character. But he's so... And this man's probably 50s, 60s. I don't know. Who cares? He is beautiful. A beautiful man. And he dresses. When he went to the Oscars... The man was stunting.
We love a man. We love a man who can dress.
We love to see. We love a man that can dress. Obviously, like Justin Bieber, but I don't feel like I need that. Like I know what that is going to be, and that's like fine, and I'm here for it. Obviously, yeah. And then Renee Rapp also, we know what that is, and that's fine.
I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but in case I didn't, have you seen the fan edits of the last time we were together and you talked about Justin Bieber? Like a day or 2 later, I got this really specific fan edit of Renee Rapp dressed in the white pants, white shirt, dressed as Justin Bieber performing, I think, One Less Lonely Girl on stage.
I saw that when it came out, and I got tagged. A lot of you guys tagged me in that, and they were like, this is literally your lore, and I was like, and it was, because I was like, not Renee Rapp and Justin Bieber.
And she's saying it so well, and like, of course you would dress up as that for Halloween. That's what that was for. That was for Halloween, because she's a Halloween girly. We're the same. So.
Yeah, and it's also crazy because I definitely, that year, told you that I wanted to dress up as that. Just remember?
So Renee Rapp and Ryan.
I literally was like, I'm glad she did it. I can't wait for us to
meet her. I just cannot
I'm glad she did it.
Wait for us to meet Renee Rapp. I know that's happening, and I'm claiming it. I know. I think that I could absolutely die happy knowing if I got to just sing a little bit with her. Like, I know she's balls to the walls, and like I'd probably just make a fool out of myself, but I don't care. I want to sing alongside you, Ms. Renee Rapp, and hopefully one day. Or just sign my forehead. Jesus.
Sign my forehead. Oh, she's begging.
I mean, we did VIP for her concert, so like,
we did.
We have
the tote bag.
The way I flash my Renee tote bag,
like it's so cute.
You guys, I took the Renee Rapp tote bag to when I went to go audition for Wicked, and that was the best decision I could have made. I will.
Oh my God, you make so many friends.
Moving forward, I will only be using my Renee Rapp to go audition because obviously she's a theater girly. So multiple people were like, oh, "You went to see her? I love Renee. I saw her this.
Right.
I saw Ms. Renee Rapp." That bag was a conversation starter, and so since I was in line for so long, which by the way I did vlog my experience auditioning for Wicked. Please go check that out. It's on my channel, Paloma Malfavon. Yes, shamelessly plug. I need the views. Please go comment. Please go view.
Please help us.
I like risked my life to shoot it and I'm just kidding.
Right. She was dying.
I know. There I was in line like, oh my God. But I was a little shy to shoot because like when you're in those spaces, you're like, I'm not shooting. I'm here focused to audition. So
you're trying to be like professional and keep it cool and cash.
Yeah. So I definitely will admit it's been definitely a switch when I'm like, oh shit, like if I'm trying to shoot my auditions, there's got to be like some sort of like a little folder open being like, don't forget we got to shoot this. But I'm like, girl, we are here to do this thing. So it's a little like difficult to like keep in, both things. So, but yeah, great idea to wear that tote bag. It made me so many friends and, thank you, Renee. Great conversation starter.
Thank you, Renee Rapp.
We haven't heard from our Woo Girls just yet. Who are we celebrating today?
I was going to say, can I read the Woo Girl Minute?
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? And everyone turn your heads. If everyone could just turn their heads to Miss Jessica over here to our left.
We would love
nothing more.
Okay. This is from Madeline Jones. And they said, hi, Riayn and Paloma. Just listened to the podcast, and my Woo Girl Minute is that I just started volunteering and shadowing with audiologists so that one day I can help bilingual kids with hearing loss. which is so cool. That's my goal, to help those who might have a language barrier in the U.S. still have access to getting hearing aids and cochlear implants. Girl!
Woo!
Oh,
you are
my
literally
God.
changing the world. Like, literally, actually.
No, that's like changing lives on like a different level.
Yes. Oh my God. You are helping
Dude,
people.
what? My jaw dropped. I was like, gooped, guys.
I remember, I think I actually responded because I was like, I have got to speak to her directly and tell her she's changing lives. Because you are. Oh my God. And I just love reading the comments and seeing what you guys are up to and seeing what you're excited about. It genuinely gets me excited and so motivated, you know? Like, it's so great to see what you guys are up to and what you're celebrating. And
dude, well, and I feel like it makes me want to be more like just like grateful and also be like, you know what? Let me celebrate this small thing. Like, yeah, it's small, but like, and
totally.
like, and
totally. And seeing a lot of these woo girls honestly inspires me. Like, you guys are inspiring me and motivating me, and I love it so much. And so please, if you haven't yet, please leave a woo girl moment in the comments below. We also have it inside the description.
Also, it's so sweet seeing you guys like comment train with each other. Like, we see it, and in our weekly meetings we talk about it. We get like giddy seeing you hype each other up.
Dude, also somebody commented on my rebrand video and was like, this is your woo girl moment. And I was like, oh, wait, it is. I was like, oh my God, you're right. Like, I know. You know, like,
and we
I was
forget
like,
to celebrate those things too.
Yeah, and I'm like, and you know what? My woo girl moment is that I did.
For our audio listeners, Riayn just went to move her hand and fully pulled her headphones over one of her eyeballs.
Put your face forward so they can get a good look at you. And I was like, this is my woo girl moment.
And I was
Here's
like,
your woo girl moment.
And I was like, now's the time to end the episode. And we're done. Oh my God. And on that note, we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.